Do we see the issue with Mr. Who's Not the Boss trying to do another 90-day transformation, yet we all know that he's not going to keep off the weight for the rest of his life? In today's video, we have I Transformed My Body in 90 Days by Mr. Who's Not the Boss, and like I said, this is not his first time doing so. Now, I'm gonna let you know if he did it the right way this time, and yes, there is a wrong and right way.
So when I started this challenge at 84.6 kg, one thing became immediately obvious to me. Losing weight the way that I'd originally planned is miserable.
Are you seeing the problem with modern day influencers saying that you have to be suffering to get in a calorie deficit? Now, this is false, and I've said it many times before. It doesn't have to be this way. You can enjoy dieting down. Now, what do I mean by this? I'm saying that you can enjoy the food you're eating. So example, you're eating 2 or 3 cookies a day. You can lower the amount of cookies you're eating to 1 or 2, and you're gonna be in a calorie deficit and you're gonna lose weight. It's just how it is. You can't reinvent the wheel and think that if you're eating more, you're gonna lose more weight. It's just not how it works. You have to be in a calorie deficit.
I thought coming into this that motivation alone would be enough to carry me through dinner plates full of plain meat and vegetables, carrot sticks with some hummus as my little treat, and a glass of water being the only thing that could enter my body after 6 p.m.
Now, issue number 2 is you're relying solely on motivation. Now, motivation is not enough. You have to enjoy what you're doing. Now, step 1 is you stick to your diet. Step 2 is you enjoy sticking to your diet. And step 3 is you succeed. Now, it's not a hard thing to wrap your head around. It's pretty simple. If you like what you're doing, you're sticking to what you're doing, and it's working, you're going to keep off the weight, and you're going to be part of the 5% that keep off the weight for the rest of their life.
It's incredible. Time just disappears when you're on this thing.
So I cannot overstate how goated a treadmill is if you can get access to one. It's an S tier. Because yes, you can walk outside. I did plenty of that too when the opportunities presented themselves. But compared to the 200 calories that you burn doing that for an hour, it's hard to argue with the just over 400 that I've been burning walking on the consistent incline that one of these creates.
Now, this is a crucial part for losing weight. Now, you can't really control how much your maintenance calories will be for the rest of your life, but what you can change is how much cardio you put in. Now, if you're doing a lot of cardio, let's say you're doing around 30 minutes to an hour of cardio each and every single day, you're gonna burn that much more calories. You're gonna make it that much more easier to lose the weight. Now, let's say that person A has a maintenance of 1,800 and he does 30 minutes of cardio, incline walking, which burns around 300 more calories on top of that. That would be 2,100 calories burned every single day. Now, person B who doesn't do the cardio is gonna lose weight at a slower rate. Does that make sense? It's pretty simple. Calories in, calories out. If you're in a calorie deficit, you're gonna lose weight. And if you're burning more calories from doing the cardio, you're gonna make it that much easier to lose weight.
Probably the best subtle change that I made was to just buy an indoor football. I sound like a child, but it's insane how just having a ball to kick around right in front of me all the time was enough to make me actually want to get up after my meals each day, as opposed to carrying on sitting and having a chat.
And so he's kicking this soccer ball on the floor and he's thinking that he's gonna burn a little more calories. Now, is it gonna burn calories? Probably. Is it gonna burn that much calories? Probably not. But what I'd rather him do instead of doing those subtle changes is he goes a little bit harder on the bike. He pushes himself a little bit more on the treadmill. He pushes hard on his runs. And so essentially just pick a form of cardio that you enjoy and stick at zone 2 so you can get most of the benefits.
At the very beginning of this transformation, I got a DEXA scan done. I lay on this bed and got told by a machine in no uncertain terms that I was overweight. And in case there was any doubt, it even printed me this slightly too detailed image of exactly in what way.
So the DEXA scan had him at overweight, which means that he wasn't at a healthy body fat percentage. Now, is it a surprise that he goes from being skinny to jumping to being overweight? And he does this multiple times throughout the years. Not a surprise because he's doing crash diets. He's doing things that he's not sticking to. He doesn't enjoy what he's doing. And like I've said many times before, you have to enjoy what you're doing. You just have to. If you don't like it, you're gonna have to stick with being fat.
What do you mean by that?
With that being said, I want you to leave a comment down below what you think his body fat percentage will be for the after transformation. And while you're down there, just leave a like and subscribe so you can boost the algorithm and we can show this to more people than ever before.
So in 3 months, we've come down from 21% body fat to 13.2. So we've gone from average all the way past fit and straight to athletic.
With all due respect, there's no way that he went from being overweight to athletic in 90 days. That's just simply not true, inaccurate, and this is why DEXA scams are a scam. Now, what I do think is what happened is he went from around 25%, not 21%, to around 15%, which is still really good and way healthier than the 25% that he was at before. But I do believe the guy deserves some respect. Now, he did a great job losing all that weight, and I hope that he keeps it up for the rest of his life.
And then for the visceral fat around my organs, while I was 79th out of an average 100 people at the start, I'm now 15th. I won't lie to you, I had no idea what this scam was going to say about this. So when I saw the number, I actually started tearing up. I've just put so much of myself into this and I can't believe it worked. And it's kind of the same thing for fitness. I did a VO2 max test at the start, which came out as fair. And so I was actually pretty taken aback by the fact that when I just redid that test, I've managed to move all the way from fair past good and straight into excellent.
You should understand the simple rule, and that is fat. Whether it's visceral fat, whether it's subcutaneous fat, whether it's on the outside, inside, it doesn't matter. You should make sure that you have less of it so that you live a longer life. Now, it's good for him that he lost some visceral fat while he was on a weight loss journey, but that was a given. If you are eating less, if you are in a calorie deficit, you are guaranteed to lose all the types of fat that you have in your head. And so I want you to walk away with the idea that it doesn't have to be a miserable journey. You should enjoy what you're doing, and you should be able to look back at this when you're older and say, wow, I was able to lose all that weight and I enjoyed the ride in doing so. Now, with that being said, that will be a wrap for this video. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you want me to review next, and I'll see you in the next one.